And everything there's nothing wrong with wanting what you want. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You just have to understand if you don't get it, you might be putting yourself in the bind later on down the road. That's it. And everything she's saying makes sense. I think that she's doing the exact same thing that Sister Ebony K Williams was trying to do. Ebony K Williams has started the conversation, and you got sisters who being 100. This sister right here, Sister Vanity, is being 100 right now. She's being 100 with it. Like, yeah, I was on one talking about he got to be this tall and he's got to have this and have that and got this. You can line up 100 women, 85 of them or more are going to say they want a guy that's taller than them. Generally, they'll say 6 feet or taller. They're going to say they want a guy that makes $100,000 a year or more. And they're going to say that they want a guy that's fit, right? And there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff that's in there. You know, you got to be funny. You got to be socially calibrated. You have to have a stable of top tier friends. You got to be in the gym. You don't have all this other kind of stuff, right? You got to like puppies. You know what I mean? Like you got to be a Gemini, whatever. They're gonna say all this kind of stuff, right? Whatever. But those 3 things I named, they're always going to be in that list. If women list 10 things that they say that they must have from a man, those 3 things are going to be in the top 10 every time, right? And just on the height alone in America, you're eliminating 85% of the country of all men, right? 85%. 15%, I think it's less, I think it's like 15 or 14% of people in America are over 6 feet. And it's the same percentage for the six figures or more. It's somewhere around between 15 to 17% of earners in America make over $100,000 a year. I think it's like between 14 to 17%. Right? So right there, those 2 matrix alone eliminates most of the country. And then that last one, you got to be fit, right? You got to be in shape. 70% of the country is either obese or overweight. 70%. So 70%, and that's before you eliminate for people being gay, being married, being young. You know what I mean? Too young for you, too old for you. So think about that. And this is something that a lot of women don't like to do. They don't like to sit down and let's just run the hard numbers. Like, nah, I'm a manifest it. Okay. Go ahead and manifest it then. Go ahead. Good luck with that, shouty. Let's continue.
So if you don't love to work out, or if you're not doing some type of physical activity to keep yourself together, because for me, we're all getting older. Everybody's getting older, but your metabolism slows. So if you're gonna date me, you have to fitness, wellness, that has to be a part of your life. I'm not saying you got to be built like a bodybuilder, but for me, that's something I'm not going to compromise on. But I think that is important to your life in general, to a longevity in your life. So to me, that's not something that I'm going to compromise on. But the other little frivolous things, it's like, I do agree we do have to get better. But I don't want black women to feel like your value is just, again, I have a daughter. My boyfriend doesn't have kids. Just because you have a child, women don't feel discouraged. That doesn't mean that you're not going to find love. I don't care what anybody says. It's not true. Does it make it more difficult, or can it make it more difficult? Yes. But, I don't want you to feel like you are not worthy of love just because you have a child. But you have to, what I'm saying? Like, your expectations have to be up to par. You can't have a child and then be like, I'm not dating a dude with a child. Like, that kind of, there are women like that. It's, those are the types of things that we've got to stop. It's,
I mean, bro, this woman is 100% realistic in what she's talking about right now. It's just she passed the Rubicon a long time ago. What she's saying is facts, and she's talking to younger women. I mean, I was all in, but as soon as I heard her say, and I'm a single dad, but she's like, I got a child, and my boyfriend doesn't have a child. This is what popped into my mind.
Think tank.
What popped into my mind was,
You know what?
damn. You know what? I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them buttons alone, man. I can't. I'm starting to get tired. I'll say, wait a minute. I don't want to talk about drooping. You know what? And I don't want to talk about think tank. But when she said I got a child and I'm out here and that doesn't hurt my value, yes, it does. If you go up to a dude, a top tier guy who doesn't have any kids, you talking about I got a child. This is gonna pop. This is what's gonna pop into his head.
Houston, we have a problem.
That's what's gonna pop into his head. Houston, we have a problem. Sorry about the me hitting the wrong buttons, y'all. It's late. Cut your boy some slack. Y'all know I'm old. Y'all know Uncle Saint old. But I gotta hook up my other I gotta hook up my stream deck. I gotta hook this up. I gotta hook up my stream deck. It'll be easier for me to hit the buttons. This is just right here, right? This system I got now, I gotta do push a lot of buttons. But no, it doesn't disqualify you. If you're a single mom, it doesn't disqualify you. It just makes it harder. This whole time I'm watching, I'm like, man, why is it her dude hasn't asked her to marry him? She's got a kid, man. That's gonna slow it down right there, bro. That's gonna slow it down. And he's probably digging her. Maybe he's trying to run out the clock. Maybe her child is like a teenager, like my child. He's just trying to run out the clock. Maybe he's doing that. Or, you know, if he wants to have a baby and she doesn't, you know, that's a thing too. It could be, man, it makes it hard. And like what Brother Penny was saying, man, she has kids, it's a wrap. It makes it hard. It makes it real, real hard. Is it impossible? No. It's not impossible. Brother Penny was saying women stop maturing once they're receiving sexual attention from men. They start maturing again once they're buying their own drinks at the bar. I can believe that because she sounds extremely mature right now. She's speaking facts. She sounds lightweight red pill too. And by that, I mean aware. I mean, she's still fine. She keeps herself right, but she has a kid, man. It's like, I have a kid. It's like, I'm not getting involved, entangled into no relationships. I ain't taking nothing serious. Not until my daughter is grown. Once my child is grown, then all right, we'll see. We'll see. And as far as having babies, nope. And getting involved with someone who has a kid, like right now, if I was to try to get serious with a woman and she had a child, her child have to be my child's age or older, or I wouldn't do it. Nah, I'm not doing it. Nope. Sorry, I'm not doing it. Children are a huge responsibility. And as a let's say you get married as a stepfather, I mean, legally, what can you really do? You have no authority over the child. You really don't. It's very difficult to maneuver. It's very difficult, especially as a man, you're trying to lead, and this is your home. It's very difficult to maneuver. Most kids are bad, man. I'm just keep it. My daughter is well mannered. All her teachers love her. All the grown-ups be around her. They love her. But man, shoot, she be on some devious shit sometimes. She's a teenager. Why wouldn't she be? And she knows how to work people against each other. She knows what she's doing. And I got a good kid. What if you got a bad kid? They doing all kind of stuff. You got the police coming to the house. This kid done did something in your car, and now you're responsible for something that this kid did. It's not even your kid. And you can't even discipline the kid. You see what I'm saying? That is a big ask. That's a huge ask. You know, and there's some guys out there who do it. Shout out to them. Salute to them. There's some guys out there who do it. But top tier guys, I just don't see them doing that. Not top tier dudes. Again, ladies, you got to get those guys. You got to get them young. Because when they get there, once they reach their stride, why would they slow down? Why would they holler at you when they can holler at 22-year-old version of you, 32-year-old version of you? They can't, even if you find, even if you keep it together. Like I said, and I'm not trying to knock Sister Vanity at all. This woman is beautiful. She seems very, very wise. I ain't trying to knock. Matter of fact, I'm going to reach out to her if I can, see if I can't find her on Instagram or something and see if I can get her on the show. We got about the same amount of subscribers. See if I can get her on the show and have a conversation. I'm going to try that. I'll let y'all know. Be looking, you know, checking the thumbnails. I'm going to see if I can get her on here. But it's what she's saying is really, really spot on. And none of this has anything to do with you as a person. It's just the sexual marketplace is what it is. Your value is what it is. It's not an individual thing. This is based on the masses. Can you find someone? Of course you can. Of course you can. I don't care. You could be a woman. You could be a 3. You can find a dude. That's not the hard part. The hard part is, can you find the dude you want?
It's silly. Even a 40-year-old woman, if you don't have a kid, you may need to compromise. Unfortunately, I'm just saying, if we are putting emphasis on the other, he's a good person, he's kind, and all of these things, you you should probably consider maybe dating a guy with kids. He might be able to show you something else in life that can really help you to be fulfilled. So I do agree that we need to be more open-minded. But I just think it's sad. Black women, we're beautiful, we're amazing, we have a lot to offer. So I don't want any of my Black women to feel like you're not worthy of love. But I do think we need to overall make adjustments in our expectations, or adjustments in what we are allowing to come into our world as far as dating, because some of y'all are unrealistic in the type. Like, some of y'all are asking for too much. Some of you guys are like, if he don't make $100,000, or if he don't make $200,000, I'm not dating him. If he's not 6'5", I'm not dating him. If he's not, da 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 da, I'm not dating him. And that's great, but is it worth being alone? You know what I'm saying? You just have to weigh those things. And if that's okay, then take your chance and see what you find. But I just thought it was interesting, Ebony K Williams, her take on this. I agree with a lot of it, but I think it also kind of contradicts with what she said a couple months ago. And again, ladies, I'm not saying that you need to lower your, go for the bottom of the barrel or whatever. I am not saying that. I'm just saying we all need to make adjustments in the things that we just think we deserve. Because what we deserve is a good person who will treat us right. You may not deserve the guy that drives a Mercedes or a Bentley. I'm just saying. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Drop down in my comments.
I'm definitely going to drop down in her comments. That was great. That was outstanding. Shout out to her. Shout out to Sister Vanity V. She kept it 100. She kept it 100. One of my favorite movie quotes is "Deserves got nothing to do with it." That's Clint Eastwood, Unforgiven, right? That is just, yeah. I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. That's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to look at it, sisters. Sister Vanny's not saying you don't deserve to get a guy. She's just saying, hey, you're not gonna be able to get that top tier guy. Just keeping it 100. Go ahead and try, but you ain't gonna be able to get him. And it's like, well, I deserve to be loved. These top tier guys, they gotta love me. Oh, he'll love you all right. Oh yeah, a whole lot of love, just like that song. Don't. A whole lot of love. He'll bend you right over. A whole lot of love. Go on, get up here, baby. A whole lot of love. One leg up, one leg up. A whole lot of love. He'll get y'all that. But then it's a high five. He's going to pat you on your butt on your way out. Good game. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. And he's going to get on the phone with his woman. Hey, baby, what's up? Do you want to be the side piece, or do you want a guy who's going to make you his priority? Right? You didn't have that conversation with yourself when you were, when you were a sophomore, junior in college, right? You missed out. You didn't get the guy before he blossomed. You missed out. So here you are, right? Mid to late 30s, early 40s, no kids, still fine. You in the gym, kept yourself right. You done racked up a bunch of dudes. You done got a bunch of rappers, athletes, actors, CEO types, entrepreneurs. You done racked up a bunch of them dudes. You done had some fun with some of them. You done had some experiences. But name one of them asked you to be their wife. Name one. Right? They were not going to buy the cow if you are constantly giving them the milk for free. And the guys who will be there for you, who would love you, y'all could build something together. Those are the second tier guys. You can't even see them. Friend zone. Good boy. Good boy. We go cry on his shoulder every time some dude blow my back out and then ghost me. I can't believe he did that. He had me put my leg up and he was playing that song, a whole lot of love. And he just kept banging me. And it was good. It was some good D. But he always kicks me out. He gives me a high five and pats me on the butt. Says good game. You gonna go see that guy again? Yeah, I'm gonna go see him on Tuesday. Can't do nothing with that. You're putting yourself in that situation. At some point, you're gonna have to accept your value within the sexual marketplace. You're gonna have to accept your value at some point, and then get the best you can get accordingly. Right? Simple as that. That's my take on it, y'all. That is my take on it. Like, yeah, when she had kids, definitely was a wrap. It's not about what you deserve. It's about what the marketplace says you're qualified for. Facts. Facts. You know, I deserve Logan Browning. I could say that all day long. Y'all know who Logan Browning is? Remember, Dear White People? Yeah, Logan Browning. I deserve her. I've had a conversation with her. I actually met her. You go back and watch some of my content. I talk about the day I met her. I was looking like a broke dude. I was wrecked, toe up from the flow up. I had the half fro growing. You know what I mean? I needed a haircut. I was wearing horrible clothes. I was out Ubering all day, and I was about to go pick up my daughter. So I left my air traffic control job and I had to go Uber. And that's a whole nother situation. Dealing with the family court. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a documentary, y'all. It's going to be a great documentary when I drop it, a real documentary. And I go into Whole Foods, right? Fairfax and 3rd, I think it was. I go into Whole Foods in LA and I see the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I deserve her. Who is that? Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. That's the only woman to this day I've ever seen with a little bitty nose thing in and look perfect. Hers was, you could barely notice it. I'm like, what is that in her? You could barely notice it. It was perfect. Hair, perfect. Body, perfect. Clothes, perfect. Glistening. Like, who is this sister? I'm over here like, you don't be seeing, beautiful women like that. She didn't even look like she was from LA. I'm looking at her like, man, she look like she's from DC or Atlanta somewhere in the Carolinas or something. Damn, beautiful eyes. My mind, I'm thinking, man, I deserve her. I'm going to holler at her. I'm waiting in my little line. I'm waiting. Like, I deserve her. I'm going to holler at her. I don't care what I look like. She finna get the full holla, 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 holla. She finna get the full. So I'm waiting. Check out. She done checked out. She was like 2 people in front of me in the next lane over, right? And I'm right here. I'm like trying to hurry up, trying to keep one eye on her. She's where she's going, trying to check out. And the checkers, the 2 women working the cash register, started talking like, you recognize her? You know who that is? 2 white girls. Girl's like, nah, who is that? She was in Bratz. She's an actress. She was in Bratz. And the other girl like, oh, I remember Bratz. Oh, yeah. And as soon as they said that, I was like, dear white people, that's Logan Browning. As soon as they said that, I was like, oh, shit, that's Logan Browning. I still went out there and hollered at her. Right? I still hollered at her. I had to. Went out there and told her she was absolutely stunning. I was like, you are absolutely a beautiful woman. You're absolutely stunning. I just wanted to tell you that. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. You take care. And I walked away. I walked up to her while she was in her whip. She had the Mercedes, the equivalent to the X6. I forget what Mercedes calls it, but it has that oval shape to it. I forget what they call it, but she was in that. I walked up on her, man. She rolled the window down. I'm sitting there eating a cup of watermelon and everything, bro. I was as hood as I could be. Because I'm like, what the hell I got to lose? I'm already, you know what I mean? I ain't looking the way I wanted to be looking. She still rolled her window down and talked to me. I thought she was going to give me, I think she was like looking for $1 to give me $1. She probably thought I was homeless. You know what I mean? Bless her heart. But she sat there and she talked to me. I'm like, you seeing somebody? She was like, yeah. Of course she wasn't, but you know what I mean? I had to give her the quick out. Like I said, I had to go holler at. I don't care. I had to go holler at. I was looking horrible. Talking about I deserve Logan Browning. Man, deserves got nothing to do with it. It's what I qualify for. I did not qualify for Logan Browning and on that encounter. Let me bump into her again. You know what I mean? Let me bump into her again. We'll see how that go. Trust and believe. It'll go different. You feel me?